Hi, Tim. Thanks for calling today and giving me the opportunity to be able to come out and take a look at your family's wonderful piece of furniture. I'm glad that your mom and dad are in good care as well too. I'm a member of the We Serve Seniors group here in the city of Windsor, and we met yesterday. And the We Serve Seniors group is a group of skilled professionals like myself who focus on senior care. And I'm glad that your family has found good senior care for mom and dad. It's very hard to do. And this group that I'm a member of, we endeavor to be able to simply make an impact. As I said to you on the phone, my grandparents were everything to me. My father died at the age of 42, and my grandparents stepped in to fill some of that void as well too. My grandmother was one of the last to come out of Germany before World War II broke out, and my grandfather just had a way to not say a whole lot, but just be there. And I'll never forget them for the sacrifices that they made for me. And so for me, I'm a member of that group. I'm also on the real estate board. So we had a board meeting today. That's why I'm all dressed up as well too. We had a board meeting today, a special board meeting of the membership actually. We're making some changes in our healthcare programs. We're making some changes in our fine programs. Our fines are going up. I got very upset with the concepts of people just doing whatever they damn well want to do. And I'm more of a law and order kind of guy. Process is everything to me in my ADHD brain. And so, working with the board, we've been able to make some changes to some of our policies to increase some of our fines for some of the stuff that the agents are doing here. That they shouldn't be doing, that they should be doing the right way. There's only one way to do things that's the right way. So I wanted to shoot this video just to say hello. That's a little bit about me. I also have degrees and designations in all of this stuff that we're talking about. I look forward to being able to take a look at that piece of furniture that you have in Leamington, to be able to see how I can help. Also, taking a tour through the rest of the property would be good. I'm sorry that many of the items that you had have already gone to charity. And it's nice that they went to charity, don't get me wrong. They did sell the Royal Daltons and they did make a little bit of a profit off of it, and that's okay. Mom and dad might not need the money as well too. That's okay too. But it's all good. Sounds like you guys are doing your thing as well too. It doesn't seem like mom and dad's asset transfer is that important as well. So that's all good. Every situation is different. I'm currently in the middle of an estate cleanout that is very important for the 30-year-old son, to be able to maximize as much value as humanly possible. Everyone's a little different. His dad died at the age of 69. So, and I get in the middle of all of that, and it's a blast. It's why the real estate part and why the estate part. The estate business in the city of Windsor, Windsor, Essex County that I look at, the estate business is $20 million a month of real estate sells through the power of attorney or estate process. It just does. So it's the largest part of Windsor real estate. And that's why I've built my enterprise around serving seniors. It just is. I'm one of the only realtors that even pays any attention to that market. So I'd love to have the opportunity to be able to list the family home in Leamington. What I wanted to shoot this video about was just how to do that. And I wanted to share with you personally something to avoid. If you use a different realtor, that's fine. Don't mind that at all. I'd love to have the listing. I'd love to overperform for your family. I would, but I might not have that chance. So at least this gives me a chance to be able to communicate something to you. So in Windsor, Essex County, you do choose the commission structure. So the realtor comes in and they're going to ask you for a 5 or 6% commission. And you're going to say, well, maybe 5. Let's take a look at 5. And then as you said in our phone conversation, you believe that that number is divided in 2. 2.5 for the competing broker and 2.5 for the listing broker. However, that's not necessarily the case because it's the listing realtor that does the paperwork that you sign. If you sign the paperwork and don't pay any attention to the competing realtor commission, you might be signing for 3% to the listing realtor and only 2% to the competing realtor commission. It happens. It just does. Realtors believe that since they have the listing, they should get paid more because listers in the real estate business last. They tend to be in business for a longer period of time. I take the flip side of that. I believe that if I'm the listing realtor, then it creates opportunity for me. When I put my sign in the front yard in somebody's yard, it gives me an opportunity to overexceed their expectations, and it gives me an opportunity to create something more for my family than just that sale. My sign is in the ground. If you put a sign up on the side of the road, you pay a billboard fee, don't you? So I believe in doing something different. I believe in creating opportunity for my family. And when you give me that opportunity to put my sign in the ground, it creates an opportunity for me. That's all I need, opportunity. I think that's all that anybody needs, opportunity. So what I do is instead of doing a 2.5% commission, 2.5 and 2.5, 5%, what I do is I ask you to please allow me to give your family a 0.5% discount. I'm still going to do all of the work. I'm still going to have the professional photography done. I'm still going to have the professional video that I'm going to star in because I'm going to create an opportunity there. And all of that all still happens. But I then ask you, instead of just paying me 2% and maybe the competing realtor another 2%, 4%, I ask you and your family to please allow me to take my 0.5% discount and give it to the competing realtor. That way, we pay them at least 2.5%, and you will get more offers, you will get more traffic, you will get more of everything for mom and dad's house. I'm creating opportunity for me. I'm giving your mom and dad a discount off of my commission because that's what I control. And I'm asking you then to please pay at least 2.5% to the competing realtor. Now, if your family balks at the concept of a 4.5% commission, you could technically do it at 4.25. You could, because 2.25% commissions overexceed as well too. Now, let me give you the data from last week. And I do this video every week. I pay attention to this stuff like clockwork. It's very important because when we sell a house, we want it to do well. We want it to perform well. It's what we're trying to do for mom and dad, who become my clients. So last week, there were 24 houses in Windsor, Essex County that sold at just a 2% competing realtor commission. The average overbid in Windsor, Essex County last week was $34,000 for every house. So the average over. So if I'm sitting with somebody and they say, Brian, I really like this house, what should I pay for it? I'm going to do some math, but the average should be at least $34,000 more than what the asking price is to even just start to be in the game. Now, those folks that chose a 2% commission only got 86.78% of the average over. So they underperformed, massively underperformed. The price did not get to where it should have gone for that house because they only paid a 2% competing broker commission. And it's one of your options. It always is. It's your option to make those decisions, but here's the massive news and the reason I have degrees and designations, why I'm a professional realtor, why I'm on the real estate board, why I'm part of the seniors group, why all of this stuff is so important to me. Those that listed, there were 21 houses last week that listed for 2.5% competing broker commission. And those houses got 128% of the average overbid. Now, logic, just keep it simple. I know that's a lot of data for you, but let's keep it simple. If I had $100, would you only, and I was going to give it to you, would you only want 86.78% of that $100? Or would you want 128.45% of that $100? I guarantee you, keeping it that simple, you would say, Brian, if you're going to give me $100, I want 128.45% of that. And all you have to do is just make the right decision when you do the paperwork to sell the house. All it simply is if I pay a higher competing broker commission, more realtors are going to show the house, more realtors are going to see the house, and I'm generally going to have more offers. It also gives me more people to be in contact with, more people to be able to negotiate with, because that's what I do as the listing realtor. So what I would be asking you for if I earned the opportunity to be able to sell mom and dad's house is I would be asking you for the opportunity to do the professional photography, do the professional video, price it competitively at what we think it's worth, right around in there, marketing it correctly, getting it blown out there to all of the advisors in the Leamington area, anybody looking for a house in that area. And we will generally overperform any other house that's listed at just a 2% commission, 2% competing broker commission. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to take the listing at 4.5. I would like to work and create opportunity for me by pounding my sign in the front yard at just 2%. Do all of the same things that every other realtor does. And then I would like you to pay 2.5% to the competing broker so that we overperform and the house does better than any other house listed at 2%, or generally on mathematically does better than other houses with just a 2% competing broker commission. You choose the commission when you decide to sell the house. You can say, Brian, look, I would want to pay you 2.52, and that's up to you. I'm not going to say no to that. But what you'll see me do when I do the paperwork is I'll pay myself 2.25 and I'll pay the competing broker 2.75. There's a reason for that. This market is a little tough right now. The Leamington market is a little tough. There's not as many people right now looking in Leamington for houses. There just isn't. We only sold 19 houses across all of Windsor-Essex County yesterday. Yesterday, we sold 47 houses last week, which is pretty much par for the course. And so at the end of the day, I believe that the competing broker commission is exceptionally important for your mom and dad's house to overperform and do well. Get a number that you expect it to get to, and then just market the heck out of it and create some opportunity. That's what I'd like the opportunity to be able to do. And so thank you for having the opportunity to be able to come out and take a look at that piece of furniture. I hope to get that done on Saturday. I'll wait for your text back on that. I hope to possibly have the opportunity to be able to list mom and dad's home. Would love that opportunity. There's something else we could do as well too, depending upon what the family otherwise decides to do. But I have all kinds of resources out in in Leamington to be able to assist your family in all kinds of different ways. It's part of being on the real estate board. If it's not me that has the listing, if it's a different group that has the listing, there is a group that operates out of Leamington that I would highly suggest that you think about, because they could handle the transaction as well too. I hope to have the listing, but if I can help in any way, that's what my endeavor is. My endeavor is to help your family and at the same time possibly create an opportunity for my family. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to going out and see that piece of furniture on Saturday. Hopefully we can get that scheduled. If not Saturday, then Sunday. If I have to make a special trip out, it just costs you a couple extra bucks. I don't think it's a great big thing. So keep me posted on all of that. Looking forward to helping you in any way that I can. This is Brian signing off. I'll get back to work. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.